This is Tank's Vlog for February 15th, 2019. We're wrapping up the day in sports. The New York Knicks are going into the All-Star break with the win! What do you know? It's a shock. And now they're not the worst team in the NBA. It's the Phoenix Suns, who were the worst team last year. And they shouldn't be that bad. They have some talent on that team in Phoenix. I mean, jeez. It's almost like they're throwing the games. The Knicks, they suck. But the Suns, come on. Anyway, the Knicks went down to Atlanta and delivered a Sherman-like performance, stomping the Hawks 106-91. It was the Magic beating the Hornets 127-89. Strong performance by Nikola Vucevic. Meanwhile, Russell Westbrook had the performance of the night. 44 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists, and a big fat L as the Oklahoma City Thunder lost to the New Orleans Pelicans without Anthony Davis. 131-122. NHL. Hopefully the Devils can strike it rich in the lottery again this year. What a terrible lost season this has been. Just another awful performance tonight. Back-to-back awful performance. Awful performances. As they were trounced by the Blackhawks 5-2. It's like they start the games off really good and then this. And Corey Schneider is done. Done. D-O-N-E. Done. Get rid of him, please. Buy him out. Demote him. Release him. Mackenzie Blackwood needs to be up. Mackenzie Blackwood is the goalie of the future. Let's give the kid a chance. When you're losing this way, you give kids a chance. You let the young players develop. You don't put old fogies who cannot play goal anymore in net nightly. Kincaid's okay, but he's a backup. He's a career backup. He might be a good pickup for someone as a backup needing an extra goalie if someone goes down just before the trade deadline. But Corey Schneider is done. Done. Martin Brodeur is going to be 46. He could probably, without even losing weight, training, go out and play in his sleep at the age of 46. Better than Corey Schneider. What a bum. Bum. Awful. Awful. It was the Panthers beating the Flames in a shootout 3-2. Thomas Greiss, nice performance in Columbus as the Islanders blanked the Blue Jackets 3-0. The Red Wings tripped up the Senators 3-2. The Lightning struck down the Stars 6-0. Tampa is the first team to 90 points this year. By far the best team in the NHL. Easily going to win the President's Trophy. You know what that means. Dun, 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 no Stanley Cup. No Stanley Cup. President's Trophy curse is true. Tampa will not, you heard it here first, on February 15th, just hours after Valentine's Day ended, the Tampa Bay Lightning, despite their dominance, will not win the Stanley Cup. President's Trophy curse. This is the NHL, where the best team never wins. I mean, you could almost count on your two hands in the last 30 plus years the amount of times the team that had the best record in the regular season won the Stanley Cup. And that's what makes hockey so terrific come playoff time. Predators beat Le Canadien 3-1. It was the Avalanche burying the Jets 4-1 to end their 8-game losing streak. St. Louis Blues are on the opposite end of the spectrum, extending their winning streak to 8 with a 4-0 whitewash of the Coyotes. Vegas is struggling lately as Austin Matthews scored a pair of goals as the Maple Leafs doubled up Vegas. Big money, big money, big money, splitting that blackjack and winning 6-3. And the Canucks knocked off the Kings 4-3 in a shootout, and Alex Ovechkin notched his 39th goal of the season as the Capitals trounced the Sharks in San Jose 5-1. Today's 3 stars are Russell Westbrook, who had a stellar performance, triple-double, 44 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists, despite the Thunder getting struck down in New Orleans. Thomas Greiss, 31 saves, shutout in a 3-0 win for the Islanders against the Blue Jackets, and Andrei Vasilevsky, who had 32 saves as the Lightning hammered the Stars 6-0. Today's birthday shout-out goes to the original good quarterback in Cincinnati, who led them to Super Bowl 16. Forgotten about. I mean, this is the difference between winning and losing. I think if the Bengals win Super Bowl 16, Ken Anderson's a Hall of Famer. He's not a Hall of Famer, though. He's always been just a little below. But if you look at his numbers, Ken Anderson, you make a good argument. Ken Anderson deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And today he turns 70. And we take a look back to 1994 when Kentucky went into Louisiana State, Baton Rouge on Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday, and found themselves getting stuffed down 31 points, game over, 68-37, with 15 and a half minutes to go in the second half. Was the game over? No! Nothing was over because Kentucky came back and won. It was the largest second half comeback in the history of NCAA Division I basketball as Kentucky beat LSU that night 99-95. Check out the full story of Barstool Sports and what was called the Mardi Gras Miracle. And of course, always go to sportsencyclopedia.com where sports history lives. Good day.